How's it going out there, YouTube? What's good today? It is January 21st, 2026. Happy Wednesday, I think. I don't remember what fucking day it is. I hate that. I always, it doesn't matter what week it is. I could literally look at the calendar, and for at least 20 years now, I have consistently mixed up Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Wednesdays, Thursdays, and flipped them backwards. Oh shit, it's only Wednesday today. No, Mom, it's Thursday. Oh shit, it's Wednesday today. No, Mom, it's Tuesday. Okay. So, whatever day it is, it's the 21st. How you guys doing? I have 2 pages of automatic writing for you today. And let's open the space. All right. All right, we've hit the minute mark. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. This is the Underdog Ministry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you that hangs out with me. You guys kick ass and take names. So for those of you that are new here, stick around. It starts slow and picks up momentum towards the middle. I do shake these little dice up and get some words out. I read the automatic writing, and then I get into a tarot card reading for all of y'all for the collective. It's going to be past, present, or future energy. Today is the 21st, but that's for recording purposes only. The energy could be, from last year. It could be for 5 years from now. All right. So with that being said, I appreciate every single person that takes time to be here, even the people that come in and spend their time being haters. All right. Even the people that come in and spend their time saying nasty comments in the comment section. You guys, all publicity is good publicity. You're driving the algorithm. Bless you for it. I thank you. All right. So let's move this camera just a little bit. Kind of not liking the angle it's at today. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can see the table. All right. So first things that came out for today were 2 songs. One was Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. And the other one is Fly Like an Eagle from the Steve Miller Band. Don't know what the lyrics have to do with that, but if those resonate with you today, I mean, shit, you could hear them on the radio. The first message is I'm feeling like a bartender is leaning over the bar, drying a glass, and says, so you gonna crack or are you gonna be a diamond? Okay. I don't know if somebody is complaining about the amount of pressure they're under, speaking about the amount of pressure they're under, but under pressure, somebody is either going to crumble or they're gonna become a gem. Somebody had to prove their mettle, mettle, what they're made of. They had to give it all they got. Somebody proving themselves here had 2 possible outcomes with them proving themselves. 1, you did your God's honest best and failed, and now you can move forward with no regrets and no what ifs. And 2, someone takes notice or took notice of what you're doing and is going to put you on. True talent doesn't have a look, and industries are built on false illusions with unattainable aesthetics. Keeping real, genuine, gifted artists and entrepreneurs and genuine souls from realizing their lived reality is what is attainable. So you have what you're meant to have right now. And if it's within your bubble, if you see it, can imagine it, can dream of it, you can do it. Okay. People have what they want, but they're just not satisfied by it, whatever it is. The car, the job, the relationship, the balance and the bank account, the dinner that's in front of you. It's not what you want, so you're not satisfied by it, but you should be satisfied because at least you have. That's just kind of one of those things where people need to skew their perspectives, I think. Chasing a dream is like fishing. Sometimes you get skunked. Others you cast and cast and cast, all for a single catch. But sometimes, just sometimes, you catch the big one, a once-in-a-lifetime chance, the big fish. whatever that means. Either way, you're going to sleep well, knowing that you tried, you did your best, and you're going to be able to rest. You're going to be able to rest, no stress. Okay? So this is, I think somebody's worried they're going to fail if they try something. Somebody's worried that they're a failure because they tried something and didn't get the outcome that they expected. But you're being told to realize if you had never tried at all, the only thing you would have is failure and regret. So look at it that way, I guess. Somebody has tried something. They've proven their worth. They have given 100%. They have probably not crumbled under pressure. They have become some sort of a diamond, sharp, unbreakable. Okay? So you either did your God's honest best and failed and can move forward, or somebody took notice of you and is going to put you on. All right. So let's get some dice out and see where that leads us. Shall we? Headphone warning. I hope you guys can hear me. I've been talking for a really long time. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Let me shake it up. All right. Somebody drop a comment in the comment section. Where are you guys from? What time zone are you in? What state, what country, what principality are you in, and what's your pet peeve? Talk some shit in the comment section. Hey, Baby Yoda, speak on it. How's it going? I think it's what it says, Baby Yoda. All right. Tape. Somebody, that's what they used to call it when you would tape a television show, taped in front of a studio audience for those of us that are that old. It's not digital when we were young. It used to actually be film. Bic, B-I-C, like flick your Bic, the lighter. Where'd my other E go? 7. There it is. There it is. 7. The number 7. Lust. The word lust is out here. 7 deadly sins. Lust is one of them. There's also a movie called 7. I believe Kevin Spacey is in that one. And, oh God, Edward Norton. It's all about a serial killer that uses the 7 deadly sins. Ring, R-I-N-G, like ring camera, or a wedding ring, engagement ring, the ring in a bull's nose, the brass ring at the carnival, 3-ring circus. My left hand keeps itching today. Somebody's going to have to give somebody some money, or going to be receiving some money. Hope is here. Somebody hopes they receive some money. Somebody's hoping they get a ring. Somebody is only in lust with them. Motor. Hearing get on your bad motor scooter and ride. What the fuck? Get on your bad motor scooter and ride. Dog is here. I'm hearing road dog. Can I get some vowels here? G, E, R, and Q. That's not. Tox. T-O-X. And then the last letter is G. I'm going to throw that back in the can. All right. So we've got tape, lust, Bic, like flick your Bic, the lighter, ring, 7, hope, motor, dog, and talks. And then we've got somebody here that had to prove themselves. And you either proved it to yourself or you proved it to somebody else, one or the other. The only thing you don't have, and this is your win here, is regret. Okay, you're regret free. Your hands are clean. You did what you were supposed to do. You gave it the college try. You gave it the old college try. Okay. So what is the overall energy for this reading? Under pressure. Can I grab the cards? My hands are not working today. Not working at all. Ouch. So we got strength in reverse. Are you going to crack or are you going to be a diamond? Somebody feels like they don't have the strength to take something anymore. They don't have the strength to get through something. Maybe somebody needs to find some hope here. What's the shadow energy on this? Why are they feeling weak? Why do they feel like they're losing strength? Why do they feel like they need to gain strength or that their strength has been zapped? Creation is here. Passion is here. Necropolis. And divergence. Okay. So the reason somebody's feeling weak here is it's a chain of events. A chain of events that zap somebody of their strength, okay? They've created something for themselves. Okay? You gave it your all. You put your passion into it and something is just dead in the water. Dead in the water. And I think you're at a place where you are going to make a choice about something here and you feel like you're going to give up on something. I think you feel like something's dead in the water. You have put 110% into something here. You got on your bad motor scooter and rode. You rode hard and put away wet kind of feeling right now. This lust, this passion energy that's here. This is somebody that's going to obsessively dive into whatever they've done. All right. Whatever this was, you gave it, everything. Maybe your entire life. You might have lost a lot. You might have lost hope. You might have, I don't know. You poured all your energy into this. You gave it 100%. Okay, we're at that. We're just going to leave it there. What is next? You did your God's honest best and you feel like you failed. Now you can move forward with no regret. You don't have to look back. You don't have to wonder what if you had taken the other road. You don't have to wonder if you had tried harder because you know you did 100% of everything you could possibly do to create something for yourself here. A woman holding a coin. On here, you better not give up. You're at the last leg of your marathon. You're going to finish your marathon even if you crawl. You're going to finish it because it's personal. It's not about winning the marathon. It's not about the time. It's not about beating anybody else. It's about completing the race. You created something for yourself and you want proof of that completion. But the proof is not necessarily going to be tangible. The proof is going to be how you feel about yourself. You're going to be able to hold your head high. You're going to know who you are. And you're going to be able to deal with the envy that comes from that. you're sitting in a position where you feel like you have failed. You have done everything and something feels dead in the water to you, but you have eyes watching you that hope that you don't cross that finish line. Blossoming abundance in the reverse. They hope that you give up on your beautiful future. They hope that you give up on your dream. They hope that you think it's a failure and that it's worthless. Thinking man and door to personal healing and happiness. Look, you got your two possible outcomes, and you're sitting there realizing what you're actually holding on to right now, what you're actually got in your hand that everybody's so jealous of. And it's your own contentment. Thinking woman is on the bottom of the deck. All right, here's the deal. Somebody wants to know how, while you sit here and feel like a failure, there's still all this jealousy and people wanting what you've got. This is the thing. Somebody has taken notice of this, where it doesn't matter if you feel dead in the water. You're doing what you're doing because it makes you happy. It's your passion. You're doing what you're doing because it pleases you, because you're real, because you're genuine, because you're gifted, because it's your art. Because you're not doing it to attain more. You're doing it because you're satisfied with it. Whatever it is your passion. You could be somebody that plays baseball. You could be somebody that does clay sculptures, like throws pottery on a wheel. You could be somebody that does what I do. You could be a writer. You could be a teacher that's passionate about affecting the minds of kids, helping them see their own potential. Okay? Right now, you've got some envious energy that's really upset that even after you feel like a failure, you're still content. This is this first possible outcome. You did your God's honest best and you failed, and now you can move forward with no regret, knowing that you did your best, never having to think about the what ifs. What if I'd made a different choice? What if I had actually taken the risk? What if I had played the song? What if I had released the book? What if I had wrote the blog? What if I had asked that kid, is everything okay at home? Instead of giving them a bad grade on some schoolwork or calling them truant because they can't get to school or something. There's something that you do here, your talent, whatever it is. It's something unique to you. And I think that because you're happy, the envy is coming from people who see the unattainable aesthetics and want to be the next set of Kardashians or something like that. Somebody that wants to be Richard Branson and have their own billionaire airline. Somebody that wants to be stupid rich so they can just shit on people and not have to ever think about other people again. You didn't attain that. I don't think you're upset that you did not attain that. I think you're so different with this divergence here. What you're doing, you will do it till the wheels fucking fall off. That strength in reverse. Isn't that a song by Eminem, Till I Collapse? Till the wheels fall off. I'm gonna do this shit till the roof collapse. Whoever you are has some sort of passion. And even if your shit's dead in the water, it's not going to stop you from being passionate about what you're passionate about. That's the reality of it. It gives you happiness, and that's the only thing that matters. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Go ahead. Slow somebody down. This is somebody who knows how to fucking stop and smell flowers. Pick them. Smell them. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy what is instead of what is plastered on a billboard for a possibility. Okay? We've got the Magician here. So no matter what, no matter how much you get slowed down, you still keep creating, you still keep manifesting, you still have all the tools at your disposal to make something out of your life, something for yourself, something out of your talent. Whatever your talent is. Like I said, you could be a chef, you could be an author, you could be a comedian, you could be a mechanic, you could be a dog walker. It doesn't matter, whatever your specific talent is. You're so passionate about it, it doesn't matter if it makes you money, but you're still able to manifest out of life because you know how to harness that energy. Got the Nine of Swords and the Emperor. You know how to harness that energy, and you, when you have your most restless nights, is when the ideas come, when the answers come, when you are sitting there in the quiet, in the dark, not wanting to wake the rest of the household up. So you're not making any noise, you're just listening. This is when you get your aha moment that no matter what you feel is dead in the water here, you owned it. You own it. You didn't crack. You became a diamond. Or will become a diamond. Bottom of the deck is the Moon in reverse. You can't keep it under wraps, whatever you've done here. You had to prove, you went 100%. You went balls out for whatever you did here. 10 toes down, got it out of the mud. No regrets. You had to give it your all. Somebody else took notice and is going to put you on. Let's talk about the second outcome. You got no regrets, okay? You have bossed up. You have owned it, and you can't hide that anymore, okay? That's one outcome. Outcome number two is that somebody takes notice and is going to put you on. That's too many. So what is somebody noticing and going to put you on? Somebody notices your talent. Create a balanced life. Violet. Hearing the violet ray, something about Saint Germain, Lady Portia. There's somebody here that is trying to restore. It's like a, they've got a project and they see you and you're the one they want for it. But what they're trying to do here is make sure that you're vetted. Make sure that you have, they want to see you at your worst. They want to see you at your best. They want to see what you do with nothing, and they want to see what you do when you're blessed and privileged. Somebody has taken notice of you doing this for yourself, creating some sort of balance in your life by pursuing whatever this is. Find richness from the dark night. Black. I'm getting heavy ringing in my right ear right now. There's an angel message coming through right now. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's how you play the game. Somebody wants to know what kind of player you are. And they've watched you come from nothing to something. How you act when you have nothing. what you do to create resources for yourself when you have nothing, how you have created art out of pain, richness from your dark night. The real, genuine, gifted artists, entrepreneurs, and souls like that, from realizing that their lived reality is what is attainable. They have it. They are just not satisfied by it. This dark night of the soul is where you dig in 10 toes and find out how to overcome your challenges, what you're fucking made of. This is somebody watching you be in the place where you feel like a failure. They wanted to see you lose. You had to lose. You had to lose hope. This person wanted to see how you overcame losing hope. That strength in reverse is the very first card out. That weakness energy. How do you overcome your weaknesses and how do you magnify your strengths? It doesn't matter what your score was, okay? Everybody that's watched football knows that amazing players can be on not so amazing teams. That you can have you can have a point guard that is going to be able to do a half court shot. Not everybody can do that. Somebody is looking for just the right person for their team. Activate your healing power. How do you overcome the challenges? What do you do to lift yourself up? How do you dig yourself out of a hole? How do you attract abundance back to your life? How do you? How do you dig in? How do you prove yourself? I don't think you're going to appreciate the fact that you have been put to some sort of test if you find out about this. I really don't. But I think that you're best to let it marinate. That somebody thought you were worth testing to begin with. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's not going to give you a public pedestal if you're not able to handle what comes with it. You're not going to be able to own the business. You're not going to be on the team. You're not going to be the first string quarterback. You're not going to be the soloist on the choir song. You're not going to be the lead in the play unless you can handle it. Unless you can show up even when it's hard. Unless you can show up even when there's no reward because it's just what you feel like you want to do. Unless it's something that it's your passion. This somebody really, really vetted you hardcore. Vetted you hardcore. Wow. The Lovers is out here. Did not see that coming. While somebody was vetting you, they fell in love with you. Male or female, doesn't matter. World in reverse. They watched you overcome cycles, overcome challenges, and not backslide. Not return to what you knew didn't serve you. This person's totally fallen in love with everything you do. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. They're never going to hold back from you. This is something that when you got the 6 of Pentacles in the upright, it's like a metered output. This is letting the dam flow. Or shutting it off completely. But the way I'm reading this is that you have impressed somebody you might not realize that you've impressed. Justice in reverse. This person has watched how you handle shitty situations and things being done wrong and karmic situations and how when you don't have justice done on your behalf, okay? When you've lost hope, when you feel like you're nothing, this person has watched you even deal with karmic situations with class. Page of Swords is here. They've watched you deal with karmic situations with class. You're the right person for some sort of team. Maybe a romantic relationship even. Okay, so tell me about the fishing in the big fish, the big one, the once in a lifetime chance. Chasing a dream is like fishing. Sometimes you get skunked, others you cast and cast and cast, all for a single catch. But sometimes, just sometimes, you catch the big one, a once in a lifetime chance for that big fish. The star. Once in a lifetime chance for that one moment. Hearing One Moment in Time by Kelly Clarkson. Five of Pentacles. Look, it's bleak right now. You feel weak. You feel like you're at rock bottom. You ain't got a penny to pinch. You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. But somebody is taking notice of how you handle it. This person has found themselves Twitter-pated, smitten, Hierophant. They were led to you. Stairway to Heaven. Somebody's ready to make something official. The Hanged Man. This person sees you so differently from the way you see yourself. Page of Swords on the bottom of this deck, too. Definitely got eyes on you. Definitely somebody is watching you hardcore. So let's, how are they going to put you on? We've got the star energy here. We've got somebody that has fallen head over heels. They don't want to make a public spectacle out of it. They don't want people to act out of jealousy. There's one of those other 7 deadly sins. I believe it's called coveting when it's jealousy. Covetousness, when you want what others have. This person doesn't want to make a big public spectacle about things. They don't want to deal with the jealousy that's going to come with the good fortune that's going to come with your relationship. Somebody is going to put you on and they don't want nobody to know about it. We've got full moon. This person is going to they're going to let you shine. They're going to put the spotlight on you. They are going to fill you up. They're going to make sure that you are not in a position where you have to want any more. This is somebody literally watching somebody scrape, and they're like, they're never going to have to worry again. They're not going to know it's me. I don't know who this person is, but they're divinely guided to do this. They're divinely guided to put you on. They've watched you chase your dream. They've watched you feel like a failure. And they've watched you in this 5 of Pentacles energy and how you act now that you feel like you have failed. And they've watched you transmute the energy and stay positive and keep doing what you're doing anyway, because it's what you love. Just on a bigger scale now. Because once you shed the skin, it's because you're too big for it, right? It gets too tight. You got to scrape that old, itchy, confining kind of energy off of you. That jealousy energy, that shit from the dark night of the soul, that sunken place, dead weight. You got to shed all of that to be able to accept what's coming for you here. I'm kind of excited for somebody. So if you're the first outcome You should be proud of yourself. You did the damn thing. You believed in yourself. You're never not going to believe in yourself again. And you're always going to know what you can accomplish, how much you can dig in, what you can tolerate, what you can survive. And you can apply that to the rest of your life moving forward in peace, knowing that whatever you tried, it just wasn't meant to work out. You were meant to learn what you're made of instead. The second outcome, somebody's going to put you on, and it's going to be a private thing. Somebody wants to make something official, make you an official, give you a contract, give you an official position. The star energy is here. The Hierophant energy is here. It's like somebody wants to put you on. They want to elevate you to a higher status, and they want to make it official. Somebody's been watching how you, handle life at your lowest. And they want to make sure that you have the things that you need. Somebody's coming in to be Big Daddy here, Big Mama here, one or the other. Five of Swords is in the reverse. On top of that, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to feel like you've been defeated. Somebody doesn't want you to feel like you lost. Somebody doesn't want you to feel a lack of hope. Somebody wants you to realize what it is that you've accomplished. There's something that you've accomplished with whatever your talent is that might be outside of the scope of making money or being widely known for it, okay? You might have saved somebody's life. You might have literally saved this person's life with whatever you do. You could be a paramedic. You could have pulled over as a good Samaritan on the side of the road when somebody was having a heart attack or giving birth. You could have interrupted something when somebody was about to get shot. You never know. But whatever this is, your talent and your gift has made this person fall head over heels. They are Twitter-pated for you, and they want to bring justice into your life. Look, you saved this person. Now they want to do something for you that's going to balance everything for you. Eight of Wands. Expect a message coming very quickly. Expect information or a messenger. Expect somebody to knock at the door. Speaking of baseball, okay, Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Five of Wands is at the bottom of that deck. You're a fighter, and this person admires it. They want you on their team. You're a scrapper of some sort. You're some sort of presence or energy that... Oh, my cat's digging in the cupboard. Sorry if you hear the banging in the background. She's just trying to find another hole to hide in. She likes to hide under the sinks. At least it's not 2 a.m. Thank you. So you're about to get a message or a visit or something. The High Priestess just flew out. And the Hierophant together. You got to be shitting me right now. This is a counterpart situation. This is somebody here who sees your gift, that you're gifted, that you can, I'm going to say the way you express yourself or the way you use your talent or the way that you are gifted here. Both of you are gifted. This person needs you on their team. I think they see things the way you do now with that Hangman over here. I think you've changed this person's perspective by the way you handle yourself with nothing. Bang, bang, bang. Kitty confirmation. The Tower. Everything out of this deck has been a high or a major arcana so far. I'm hearing shit's about to shake. Let's get ready to rumble. Shit. Somebody needs you on their team or wants you as their partner. They see things the way you do now. They see how you have gotten out of the mud. They see how you handle yourself with nothing. They see how you use your gifts and express yourself. They see how you it's like they can understand your worldview. Two of brooms and the three of brooms in reverse. Somebody can't move forward with an idea until they make a decision. They are at a precipice, stuck between a rock and a hard place with a bright idea and no way to implement it, no plan, just inspiration at this point. Is this person going to approach you? Why are you just really in that cupboard bad? You just won't stop, will you? Are you banging the drum today, kitty? Wheel of Fortune. I can't even right now. I can't even right now because what's on the bottom of the deck is the star and the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's stuck between a rock and a hard place. They can't move forward without you, and they can't implement the plan that they want to try and speak to you here. But whatever this person is going to put you on, man, you are in for a good time. The Wheel of Fortune, everything is turning your way. If you look at this particular picture, this is the moment that everything started to go Dorothy's way too. Every time magic was cast against her, every time she was put back to sleep, every time she was captured, every time she was attacked in the movie, there was always guidance. There was always higher help. This person wants to give you that. They've watched you wake up out of a dead situation. That Five of Pentacles energy, that rock bottom gutter. This is rags to riches. Somebody's going to put you on in a big way. All right, let's find out one more pull. One more pull of cards. I think I've got another deck, don't I? Yeah, I do. Hold on. Let's get this kipper out. I want to find out what this person is going to do to put you on. What is the way that my collective is going to be blessed by this second outcome? A main male. I'm telling you right now, this King of Pentacles, Hierophant energy, they got their sights on you, and not in a way that you need to be worried, not in a creepy kind of a way. This person, like, I don't know, they saw you and said, that's who I want to build a family with. This is going to be interesting. This person's going to put you on. How are they going to put you on? They see you. They want to build something with you. High honor in reverse. This person has a tendency to be disrespectful. Child is here. Here's the deal. Whatever this person is going to do is going to make you feel like a fucking kid again. They're a little bit disrespectful, but they're going to bring out the side of you that can trust. You're going to be able to trust this person. What is the way they're going to be put on? Concern in reverse. You're never going to have to worry for anything again. This person might be able to take charge, be a leader. They're going to make decisions. Courthouse is here. Wow. This person may want to run to the justice of the peace. Talk about under pressure. This is somebody who likes the way you chase your dreams. It doesn't matter if you fucking lost. It doesn't matter if you didn't become a success. This person likes you for what you're made of, collective. Oh, that's why this person wants to give to you, because you're satisfied with whatever you have. You're happy. Courthouse and then adjudication came out. This person wants to make some shit official. Yeah. Well, wealthy man on the bottom of the deck. Just hear me out, collective. Only you know if this is your story, okay? Only you know if you feel like you're going to crack. Only you know what kind of pressure you've been under. Only you know what kind of talent you have that has either gone unnoticed, flown under the radar, been suppressed, or been clowned, okay? You took a chance on yourself. It doesn't matter whether or not you have attained the dream that you initially had. The you became during the process of chasing said dream is what's got this person's eye. So two possible outcomes, you could feasibly have both outcomes. This is like getting your cake and eating it too. You did your God's honest best and failed, and now you can move forward in life with no regrets because you tried. You did everything you could. You put your 100% into it, right? You gave it the old college try. And somebody's took notice and is going to put you on in life. It doesn't matter what your look is. All industries are built on false illusions with unattainable aesthetics. This person in the background here, they have found the diamond in the rough when it comes to you specifically. This person's going to do something for you. This might not necessarily be like, hey, let's get married. This might be, let's go open a business together. Let me honor you with some sort of award. Let me honor you with some sort of ruling here. Let's create a law in your name. Any of those things, a foundation that would benefit people based on your the charities that you love, things like that. This person here is going to put you on in another way. Remember how I said that big fish energy? Sometimes the worm is the fisherman. Sometimes the worm is the big fish. Sometimes all you need is a transplant out of a confining environment and to grow again. All right? Plants know that. Fish know that. Reptile people know that. Tree people know that. Humans need to know that. You can be energetically outgrowing something. You could be energetically outgrowing what you've created, and it may not have panned out in the way you thought it would. Either way, you're not a failure. Either way, you have created something that you believed in, and you've learned a lot about yourself along the way. Or you caught the eye of somebody who is inspired by who you are and wants to shift you in a new direction in a big ass way. I like that. I like that energy. Totally here for that energy. All right, you guys, remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit after everything I've survived and been through, then so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.